So Black Adam comes out on Friday and they couldn't wait to drop all the information. And this isn't even the 10-year plan. We're not on about wannabe scoopers guessing things. We're on about trades that have been around for years and years. They've revealed everything, which essentially is ruining the post-credit scene for Black Adam, but that's part of their marketing plan. So your boy was right about Man of Steel 2. I've said it for years. I was always right. And in a recent interview, it's come out that Walter Hamada was literally holding back Henry Cavill's return. I've told you guys this. You need to stop sleeping on what your boy says. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I told you so. So yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Boy Stu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture based content that we do on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, because your boy's right. And if you could, let me know down below, what do you think about all this epic DC news that has come out recently? If you could, follow us on Instagram at WarStew to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Also check us out on Twitter, WarStewG, because I've got no clout over there apparently, and I do tweet stuff over there occasionally. Right, let's break it down. So there's a lot to break down. So in a nutshell, The Flash 2 has already been written, which is interesting, written by the same person that wrote Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom. Slightly worried because based on intel and information going around, Aquaman 2 is being reshuffled, reworked, because Zaslav did not like the script. It's cool that they've already got plans for the Flash franchise because Barry Allen is my favorite DC character ever. They just need to get rid of Ezra Miller. Apparently, according to every report, Ezra Miller is out after this. He recently pleaded not guilty in court, and he could serve up to 26 years in jail for stealing 3 bottles of wine. Imagine being a multi-millionaire. Okay, technically he's a multi-millionaire. According to his net worth, he's worth $2 million. And he stole 3 bottles of wine. 26 years. Get him the freaking hell out of here. If it wasn't for Ezra Miller causing chaos in Hawaii, etc., we would have already had a second Flash trailer. Now we know Batfleck's in it. We know Keaton's in it. We know War Stew's in it. We know Superman's in it. Give us a trailer because the movie's already done. Or is it done? So let's talk about the most important thing in this whole interview. Under Warner Bros. Discovery, CEO David Zaslav and Warner Bros. Pictures head Michael DeLuca and Pam, Warner's has an intense desire to reprise Henry Cavill's alliteration of the hero. It's also worth saying Henry Cavill physically cannot shoot a movie like Superman for at least 2 years because he's shooting The Witcher back to back. So expect cameos and nothing else soon. But at least we know it is coming. The project would essentially be Man of Steel 2 is being produced by Charles Roven and is currently in search of writers. There is a wish list, of course. Christopher McRae, the person who essentially did the Mission Impossible movies, was on it. Worked with Cavill in 2018 Fallout. But sources say no official reach out has been made, nor made it feasible, as the director is working on the next back-to-back Mission Impossible alliterations. What's interesting is, apparently Warner Bros. Discovery has no money, yet they're doing all these reshoots and they're pushing out all these movies, yet they've got no money. Where's the money coming from, lads? Where is the money? So when The Rock was saying the DC hierarchy is about to change, pretty much on about Walter Hamada being gone, he didn't even go to the Black Adam premiere. That tells everyone everything. Johnson is publicly touting his vision for the future Black Adam versus Superman, and with his words, stroking fans' desire to see Henry Cavill don the cape again. So freaking cool. Matt Reeves is plotting out an expansion of the Batman universe, while J.J. Abrams' plans remain in the mix. Do they, hell? There's no Black Superman storyline anymore because no one freaking wants it. The Hollywood Reporter can exclusively report James Gunn, the guy behind Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Apparently he's working on a secret project. Sources tell THR. And obviously he's doing Peacemaker Season 2. Secret project, and loads of wannabe scoopers going to make out they know what's going on. But realistically, yeah, it could be a Deathstroke project. It could be literally anything. So this report is actually kind of interesting. It goes over the alleged Hamada's plans. He didn't want Snyder's curation, which essentially was Henry Cavill's Superman. He didn't want any of that. He wanted to introduce his own Black Superman with a multi-deck span story by writer DeCote, who I don't like his writing. I think his work's not very good. After Hamada said no to Johnson, he went around the executive back, turning to DeLuca and Pam, who gave the thumbs up. A furious round of negotiations occurred before Labor Day, a deadline insisted by Warner's, and with the screenshot mid-September for the Henry Cavill Superman scene in Black Adam, which is freaking cool. Meanwhile, in Gotham City, filmmaker Matt Reeves is quietly making his own expansion to the universe, obviously making the Batman 2, Colin Farrell spin-off series. It goes on to say, Batman's Rogue Gallery established more obscure with characters ranging from Scarecrow to Clayface, etc. It is unclear where the Superman moves leaves JJ's project. No one freaking wants that. They should scrap all of that for sure. DC movies continuity, much like Todd Phillips' Joker. Movies, the mega producer had a few setbacks when some of his DC shows based in supernatural corners of the DC universe features characters such as Constantine and Zendaya were scrapped with WB HBO Max streaming. We do know they have actually confirmed a Constantine 2 movie with Mr. Keanu Reeves. It is worth saying, before the end of the year, David Zaslav will be coming out with information of what actually is the 10-year plan. But at the moment, for now, it seems like DeLuca is the guy in charge. He greenlit Joker 2 and is making decisions of Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom and The Flash, and has been having meetings with filmmakers, rumors about his role involved into one more permanent and even an executive oversight of DC. As for Johnson, this is going on about what involvement he's going to have, and The Rock said, the best position that I could be for DC is one as an advisor where I can help. I love DC, it's in my blood, Johnson told Variety on the red carpet event for Black Adam. In the spirit of growing the DC universe, I'm here to help in any way I can, including looking for and finding the right leader or leaders. The search marches on, even as an IP continues to be taken on the board by Power Plays. So yeah, pretty much everything's come in. Flash 2, interesting that they've already got a script for the first one. We know Ezra Miller's been kicked out the door based on every single report. We know the script is very good, apparently, for Flash 1 because it's been screen tested so good up to the Dark Knight trilogy, echelon, Christopher Nolan level. Yeah, apparently they're doing reshoots and reshuffling stuff. Well, of course, if they're going to bring Henry Cavill Superman, etc. It is interesting. Walter Hamada was holding literally everything back. Blame Walter Hamada. He's been stopping literally everything, been stopping Superman Henry Cavill for years. And it is worth saying and cool to see Henry Cavill didn't shoot his scene until September. So loads of people that said he shot it in July, you were making things up, lads and ladettes, weren't you? The article literally says they shot it in September. You lads were making things up, not for the first time. So it is cool that everything is coming. Flash 2, Man of Steel 2, which more people care about. Matt Reeves' universe, more Batman stuff, introducing Clayface. It's a freaking good time to be a DC fan. But at the same time, you're going to see loads of fake-ass DC apparent fans coming out now because it looks like they're going somewhere and Superman Henry Cavill's going back. So you can see a lot more people talking about this kind of stuff who were not interested in it. But the takeaway here is leadership has a desire for Superman to go, which is cool. That's all we need to know. The future of the DCEU is bright as long as Henry Cavill or Henry Drizzle is there. Anyone making up stories about what's going to happen in Flash 2, it's not very hard to figure out what's going to happen. It's a Flash movie. You know anything about the Flash Rogues or Reverse Flash, it's literally not hard to make its thing up. Hence why most scoopers make stuff up and times they guess some things right and then try to take creditation for it. Now, what is interesting here is I'm not going to take credit for anything, but I said Man of Steel 2 was coming 2 years ago. I repeatedly said it, but said it was being held up by something. Now we know it's Walter Hamada's been holding up Henry Cavill for years. Now we also know Grace Randolph's conversation about money. Oh, what? All of a sudden, they've got enough money. What, you telling me now they've got enough money for Henry Cavill to return? No, it turns out it was Walter Hamada holding back. Not this money story that Grace Randolph has been telling us for such a long time. Respectfully, just saying. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at WatchU to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Let me know down below, what do you want from Man of Steel 2? Are they going to pop into straight Brainiac? I really hope Sasha Calle Supergirl has some kind of role or performance in that movie, because what's better than Superman? Superman and his cousin, Kara Zor-El. That will be cool. Let me know about Flash 2. Do you want Ezra Miller to return? I don't. Let's recast him. Get him out there. He's not even a good Flash. So get him out of there. And also at New York Comic Con, it was confirmed that Patty Jenkins has recently finished work on the final scene for Wonder Woman 3, indicating the film might start shooting soon, but obviously that's got to do with is Gal Gadot's schedule free. So as Wonder Woman 2 was a travesty for multiple reasons, maybe Wonder Woman 3 could be better, but Jeff Johns also worked script. Jeff Johns is, in my opinion, useless when it comes to writing movies, but he's a comic book legend, just not very good when it comes to movies. So she said this. And so where I said I was only going to do 1, then, oh my God, I have to do 2. And then I find myself saying, oh my God, I'll do 3. And so every now I say, that's it, because I always planned a 3-movie arc. There is a story that goes through these 3 different movies as a whole, but even now, I just wrote the last week, the final scene in Wonder Woman 3. I thought I might be interested to see where it happens and where it goes. You never know. They have to ask us to think of ways to do more. And it accidentally happened, but you never know. I have a lot of other films I'm excited to do as well. I love Gal, so that makes it better. Interesting. So, yeah, potentially Wonder Woman 3 could come out 2024, maybe earliest if they start shooting it very soon. But I'm not expecting it anytime soon because Warner Bros. Discovery doesn't have any money. But all of a sudden, multiple movies, Flash 2, Man of Steel 2, other Batman movies, Batman 2, Joker 2, Wonder Woman 3. Where's the money coming from? Let's get to the bottom of it. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at WallStreet's beautiful voice, button the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, WallStreetG. More importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.